Very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. You're watching News 9 and I am Shriya Kundu here with all the latest updates and the top stories of this evening from across the nation and around the world. Let us first begin this show with some headlines as to what's happening where at the very top of this hour. Rama Sena demands Bharat Ratna for Bal Thackeray. Parvesh Verma receives multiple legal notices from people in Punjab and Delhi in response to his statement regarding Punjabis. Delhi High Court issues notice to the NIA in a plea moved by Baramulla MP Rashid Engineer seeking bail in 2017 Jammu and Kashmir terror funding case. Delhi Chief Minister Atishi writes to election officers accusing Delhi police of intimidating Aam Aadmi Party workers, seeks the transfer of officers. Arvind Kejriwal says AAP's top priority in the next 5 years is to eliminate unemployment in Delhi. Actors Kapil Sharma, Rajpal Yadav, Sugandha Mishra and Remo D'Souza received threat mails from Pakistan. Cash haul during the vigilance raid at the DEO's house in Betia. New wildfire in the north of Los Angeles spreads to 9,400 acres, fueled by strong winds and dry brush, forcing evacuation of 31,000 people so far. With that, we begin this bulletin with our first story coming in from down south. A major controversy has erupted in Dharwad over Belagu 1 syllabus for the first semester undergraduate students in the Karnataka University. Now, the syllabus has allegedly included contents that disrupts Indian unity, criticizing the Sangh Parivar. It talks about the construction of the Ram Mandir as pilgrimage for Hindus like Mecca and Medina, and revered figures such as the Bharat Mata and Bhuvaneshwari Devi. Material is accused of promoting communal hatred by portraying Bharat Mata as a deity, exclusive to Hindus, and repeatedly using terms like Sangh Parivar to criticize the RSS. In Chapter 4, instead of calling Bharat Mata, Hindu Mata has been used. Slogans like Bharat Mata Ki Jai has been used as slogan of one community and has been forced onto other communities. Senior advocate and social activist Arun Joshi has stepped in, writing to the Vice-Chancellor of the Karnataka University and the Governor demanding the immediate withdrawal of this very syllabus. He has warned of filing a criminal case if action is not taken. This is the particular story that we are bringing to you. Hate lessons in Karnataka book. That is the pressing question behind this very story. Certain terms that have been used, which has in fact been called out, and they've been said to be replaced, they've been asked to be replaced. The syllabus allegedly includes words like Bharat Mata, which have been replaced as Hindu Mata. Time and again, words and phrases of Sangh Parivar has been used to criticize the RSS. It portrays Bharat Mata allegedly as Hindu Mata is what we are learning. Again, states that slogans like Bharat Mata Ki Jai is forced by one community. Again, bringing in a tonality of communal tension in this given particular part. Syllabus allegedly has several sections to it which are now being questioned, for which the Vice-Chancellor has also been written to of the Karnataka University. With that, my colleague Mohammad Wajiullah joins us at this given point on the bulletin. Waji, a very good evening to you. Very firstly, let me ask you this. We've been tracking the story and the details of some of the words and the phrases that have been used, which in fact have been questioned and called out. Take us through the details of this story, what else has come out, and the letter that's been written to the Vice Chancellor of the Karnataka University, and whether at all they've responded to it as taking a measure of replacing this book in their syllabus.
Well, so far we haven't got any reaction from the government, particularly with regards to whether they will be withdrawing the book or taking the book. But you have officials who've said that they will look into the matter. But what we need to understand is this has been raised by one of the activist Arun Joshi, who's gone on to say that the book is very anti-national and anti-Hindu, and it emphasizes the fact the difference in nationalism in this book is completely different from what is practiced. And now he says this through certain things because he feels that in the fourth chapter where it talks about Bharat Mata, the writer of the book has referred it to something that resonates largely with the Hindu community, and in a sense it is mostly a Hindu Mata than something that is presumed as Bharat Mata in generic terms, which in way is trying to convey the fact that the entire concept of Bharat Mata is a Hindu thing and it's not a national thing itself. Likewise, the chant that is Bharat Mata Ki Jai, it mostly resonates with the Hindus and not with the other sections of the society. And apart from that, it also talks about how the current RSS regime and the affiliates are trying to make Ayodhya the Mecca and Medina, like Ayodhya as a pilgrimage spot, like how Mecca and Medina is for the Muslims. So these are the few things that has been written by the authors of this book. Is been raised by Arun Joshi, who is a prominent Hindu activist, and he's claimed that this entire book is anti-national and anti-Hindu.
Right, Waji, do stay with us because there is yet another story that's also coming in from down south. Definitely, this one raises several questions which will be answered only as time passes, as more action or reactions come into this very story. But right now, we're taking you to our next story, which is also from down south. In a shocking incident, members of the Rama Sena, led by Prasad Attawar, attacked a massage center near Bijai KSRTC in Mangaluru. Now, let's take you through what exactly has gone down. Accusing the establishment of engaging in immoral activities, the group vandalized this very property, smashing glass and destroying the furniture there, as can be seen on the visuals. These are exclusive visuals that we are bringing to you from the very particular place where this particular incident has taken place, the massage center in specific where it's taken place. Now, the massage parlor, identified as Colors, became the target of the organization's outrage. Rama Sena has now demanded the closure of all massage centers across Mangaluru city, alleging similar concerns. Let's in fact cut across to our colleague Mohammad Wajiullah, continues to be with us on this bulletin. Waji, you know, these visuals extremely alarming at this given point. The vandalism that's been caused is very clear from these very visuals. Tell us what happened and what is the motive that's being cited by this entire group for shutting down all massage centers across Mangaluru.
Ram Sena, one of the break organization from the Sri Ram Sena, is believed to be have done this act. Prasad Avatar, who's led this entire operation, claims that this particular massage parlor in Mangaluru practices immoral activities and does a lot of prostitutional activities, and that is when they were attacked. But it is something that is a part of the investigation. The Home Minister has also reacted to it, saying that no organization has the moral authority to go in and barge in and take law into their own hand. This is something that you have seen from the imprints of Sri Ram Sena also. If we all remember in Mangalore in 2002, Sri Ram Sena, which is another organization that is led by Pramod Mutallik, had done similar activities inside a pub in Mangaluru, and Ram Sena, who's a break-even faction from that same Sri Ram Sena, which is led by another person who also has various cases of extortion and cheating against him. He's blamed to have led this attack, saying that there were a lot of immoral activities that was them. In this video, you can see that these people have gone in, vandalized the entire shop. They have instilled fear in the people who work over there. They have misbehaved with the employees, with the female employees, especially over there. They have tried to speak to them in bad manner. And this is something that the Mangaluru police has now taken cognizance. And then the Home Ministry has taken a serious note and said that the people who barged into this parlor should be immediately arrested and put behind bars, because they are not somebody who have the moral authority to question anybody with regards to their activities. Now, in this videos, you can also see that they're going and showing packets of condoms in the massage parlor. Now, nobody knows whether these were present there or these were placed by these people who have attacked there, or it was
Right.
actually a racket that was running there. So all these things have to now be collaborated by the investigation team, and we'll have to get some clarity on this. Otherwise, such moral activities or moral stands that are taken by these organizations is something that will create a law and order
Definitely.
situation in the country.
Absolutely,
state,
Vajji,
especially.
very spot on with that particular, perspective of yours on this very story. And thank you for bringing us all those details and insights into what exactly has gone down. Fear having been instilled is very clear from the visuals, as we can see the women on one side. They've been pushed to one side with all the entire property having been vandalized, all the furniture being broken in that very area. Well, we will keep a track of these two stories as they develop further. Right now, we're taking you to the neighboring state of Tamil Nadu. Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has revealed that the Iron Age began in the region much earlier than previously believed. Chief Minister made the announcement in Chennai at the launch of the Irumbin Tonamai, a book on the beginning of the Iron Age in Tamil Nadu. Now, making the same announcement on platform X, Stalin has written, and I quote, based on results from world-renowned institutions, use of iron in Tamil Nadu dates back to the beginning of 4th millennium B.C., establishing that iron usage was prominent in South India over 5,300 years ago. Stalin had earlier created suspense about a significant archaeological discovery through a post of his made earlier on the social media platform X, and now we see what the post is all about. Moving on to another story now, the Shiv Sena Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray faction has demanded Bharat Ratna for Shiv Sena founder late Bal Thackeray. Speaking on the very occasion of the late leader's 99th birth anniversary, Shiv Sena UBT leader Sanjay Raut has said that the BJP-led government has in the last 10 years conferred the country's highest civilian honor on some people who did not even deserve it. Raut has said that the man who truly sowed the seeds of Hindutva in the country must also be given the Bharat Ratna. Raut noted that Thackeray's birth centenary was a year away. He said that if you give Bharat Ratna to Balasaheb, it will also be an honor for Veer Savarkar. His party colleague in Mumbai South MP Arvind Sawant also made the same demand, saying that Thackeray showed the country what Hindutva ideals indeed are. This is a big developing story that we see coming in from the state of Maharashtra. Moving on to another story from the very state. Maharashtra Minister Nitish Rane has now raised doubts on the attack on actor Saif Ali Khan after he was discharged from the Leelavati hospital on January 21st. Rane not only questioned if the attack was real or if Saif Ali Khan was acting, he also said that maybe the attacker came to Saif's house and he had come to take Saif away because it is good in the way that he has taken garbage away. He made this comment giving reference to the attacker's identity being Bangladeshi. While speaking at an event, Rane said that look at what Bangladeshis are doing in Mumbai. They entered Saif Ali Khan's house. Earlier, they used to stand at the crossings of the roads, and now they have started entering houses. He has also cast a doubt on the veracity of the attack, saying that Saif was dancing while walking, making him doubt if the actor had actually been stabbed or if it was all an act. Let's in fact take a look at this excerpt from his address where he's addressed this very matter.
बघा त्या बांगलादेश पहिले काय करतात त्या मुंबईमध्ये त्या सैफ अली खानच्या घरात घुसले म्हणजे नालायक बघा किती आहेत पहिलं फक्त नाक्यावर उभं राहायचे आता घरात घुसायला लागलेले आहे कदाचित त्याला घेऊन जायला आले असतील हे घाट लेकी जाऊ मारत जायला तो एवढा तू असा बाहेरून चालत होता मलाच संशय राहिला का घरात चाकू मारला की ह्यांनी कुठेतरी असंच ऍक्टिंग करून बाहेर निघाला असं टुन 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 करून असतंय ते पण आजूबाजूला बघा, जेव्हा कुठल्या खानवर त्रास होतो, कुठला शाहरुख खान असेल, सैफ अली खान असेल, बघा सगळे कसे टिवटिव करायला लागतात. पण कुठल्या हिंदू कलाकारावर, कुठल्या त्या सुशांत सिंग राजपूतवर काय झालं, तो तुझा मुंबराच्या जितो नाही आला बिळाच्या बाहेर. ही तुमच्या बारामतीची ताई नाही आली तेव्हा बाहेर. तिला बरोबर सैफ अली खानचीच चिंता आहे, शाहरुख खानच्या मुलाचीच चिंता आहे, नवाब मलिकचीच चिंता आहे. कधी कुठल्या हिंदू कलाकाराची चिंता करताना ऐकले?
Earlier, Shiv Sena leader Sanjay Nirupam had also questioned how the actor can walk out after 5 days in such a good shape. Well, questions in fact being raised with regards to Saif Ali Khan's recovery and politics snowballing on the same. Moving on to the investigative part of this Saif Ali Khan stabbing case. One person has been arrested in connection with a knife attack on Saif Ali Khan. There are several questions that are still unanswered as the police try to put together the events of what happened in the wee hours of January 16th. Let us take you through some of the compelling questions that still remain unanswered and the crucial ones of this very hour. How did the intruder manage to enter a high-profile society building undetected? Remember, several of the staff members of the security guards have already been questioned on this very front as to how none of them had spotted this man entering into this very building where Saif stays on the 11th floor. How did the intruder manage to remain hidden for almost 2 hours after the attack? There are several questions with regards to his whereabouts as to where he went, and later on it was found out that after the attack he was found sleeping right outside the National College where the crime scene has also been recreated by the Mumbai police. That is another update from this story. Did any of the male staff members come to Saif's aid? Because from what we have learned in the entire exchange that took place, the particular attacker had launched an attack on the housekeeper Lima and then went on to attack Saif Ali Khan. Now, Saif Ali Khan has as many as 13 staff members. Why was there nobody else to help him out? A male attendant, that is what we are talking about here. How did the intruder manage to escape despite the scuffle and the attention it drew? Again, why was there no attention from not just staff members inside the house, but the fact that a person went inside undetected, stayed there for 2 hours. There was such a hullabaloo with regards to this attack having taken place, with Karina and the entire family going up to the 12th floor, and yet nobody came to any particular rescue or nobody else was involved in this entire matter, in this entire attack that went down. How is that possible? Why were the premises not searched immediately after the incident? What were the security guards doing? Why was there a gap before the police had come in? What was that lapse of time period that had gone between the attack and the police having arrived to that spot? Why had nobody checked the entire premise during those very hours? Is the appearance of the person in the CCTV different from the person arrested? This, ladies and gentlemen, is a rather crucial question with regards to the facial feature of this man that's been seen in the CCTV camera, both going upstairs. Upstairs, while he was going upstairs, his face could not be seen because it was covered in a piece of cloth. But while he came downstairs, he gave a very definite look at the CCTV camera where his entire face was captured. And the facial structure of this man seems quite different from the man that has been nabbed by the Mumbai police. So who is this man? Or for that matter, is this the same man that has been nabbed, who was in fact the attacker of Saif Ali Khan at this point? These are some of the big questions coming from the Saif Ali Khan stabbing case. Moving on. We are in 2025, but the story that I'm going to take you through next takes us back to a horrifying, gruesome memory wherein a story of Shraddha Walkar had come up back in 2023. And this one takes it a notch higher. How? Let me tell you. There are some murder stories which make us question the collective conscience of the society. In a gruesome incident, an ex-serviceman allegedly killed his wife, chopped her body into pieces and cooked them in a pressure cooker before dumping them into a lake at Telangana's Meerpet city. According to the police, Guru Murthy, a 45-year-old male who's a native of Prakasam district in Andhra Pradesh, briefly worked for the army and currently works as an outsourced security guard with the DRDO in Kanchanbag. What happened is that he lived in a rented house with his wife, Venkata Madhavi, and 2 children in Meerpet. As per the locals, the couple had been having quite a few arguments frequently for the past several days. Madhavi went missing on January 18th, and Murthy informed the same to her family members, who had lodged a missing persons complaint with the Meerpet police. Murthy accompanied his in-laws to the police station for lodging the complaint and pretended to be clueless of the whereabouts of his wife. He also supported the police in searching for her. However, over suspicion, the police detained Murthy for questioning, and that is when he confessed to this bone-chilling murder during interrogation. I mean, at this point, synonyms fall short to describe, adjectives fall short to describe what exactly went down next. Murder case has been now booked and an investigation is underway. Murthy has been arrested by the cops. Is the latest that we bring to you on the investigative front on this shocking and horrifying story that's come to the surface. With that, let us now bring to you a wrap of all that has been happening through the day across the nation and around the world in the form of fast news right here on News 9. As Delhi poll battle heats up, Aam Aadmi Party chief Arvind Kejriwal promises to end the unemployment in national capital within 5 years. Prime Minister Narendra Modi pays tribute to Subhash Chandra Bose, calls him an inspiration for Viksit Bharat. Delhi Chief Minister Atishi writes to the election officer of Delhi accusing the Delhi police of attempting to suppress a complaint against the BJP workers. Atishi had alleged that BJP workers had intimidated AAP volunteers. From the international arena, US President Donald Trump steps up immigration crackdown, warns the city's state officials against any sort of interference in the matter. Back to the domestic arena, Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar attributes a tragic Jalgaon train accident in Maharashtra to a sheer rumour. He says that this rumour was spread by a tea seller about a fire inside the Pushpak Express. In a shocking news from Hyderabad, ex-army man murders wife, chops and boils body parts in cookers, grinds bone with mortar and pestle. Actor and comedian Kapil Sharma receives a death threat via email from Pakistan from a man who identifies himself as Bishnu. Police have filed an FIR. Investigation is currently underway. Climate story from the international arena. New wildfire in north of Los Angeles spreads to 9,400 acres, fueled by strong winds and dry brush, forcing evacuation of 31,000 people. Story from Uttar Pradesh. Journalist among 2 held for offensive comments on Mahakumbh Hindu deities. During his visit to the US, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar discussed the situation in Bangladesh. He has also emphasized the Quad's commitment to ensuring a free and prosperous Indo-Pacific. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin says that the Iron Age began in the world from the land of Tamil Nadu over 5,300 years ago. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah clarifies on Karnataka's absence from the 2025 World Economic Forum Summit in Davos. He says he needs to be preparing for the upcoming budget session. A third piece of knife used to attack and injure Saif Ali Khan recovered from near a lake situated a kilometre away from the actor's Bandra residence. Vigilance team conducts a series of raids at the residence of Bettiah District Education Officer Rajnikant Praveen. Piles of money, note counting machine seized. BJP leader Parvesh Verma has received a string of legal notices for Punjab cars in Delhi remark. Congress leader Pawan Khera says Aam Aadmi Party means alcohol-affected party. Releases audio of Aam Aadmi Party MLA on liquor scam. Delhi High Court issues notice to the NIA in a plea moved by Baramulla MP Rashid Engineer seeking bail in 2017 Jammu and Kashmir terror funding case. Mumbai court convicts film director Ram Gopal Verma in 2018 check bounce case, sentences him to 3 months in jail and rupees 3.72 lakh fine. Suspension of Pooja Singhal, an IAS officer who was jailed for 2 years in a money laundering case, was revoked after she secured bail. A British Sikh soldier has been named in 2 FIRs by Punjab police in connection with the grenade attacks on police posts in Gurdaspur district. Suspected case of Mpox, earlier known as monkeypox, reported in Mangaluru. This is likely the first case in the state this year. Uttar Pradesh government says more than 9.73 crore devotees have taken a holy dip at the Triveni Sangam in Prayagraj at the Mahakumbh Mela. Sources say that Lokayukta has completed the Muda case probe and given a clean chit to the Karnataka Chief Minister and his wife Parvati. Vasai Virar Municipal Corporation carries out a drive against illegal encroachment in Maharashtra's Nalasopara, demolishes 34 illegal buildings. Elon Musk and Sam Altman engage in a war of words after US President Donald Trump announces the $500 billion AI infrastructure project. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to an end to this very bulletin. Those were all the stories doing the rounds during this evening. However, news and updates continues right here on News 9. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching. This is Shreya Kundu.